Hello, everybody. It's Mark from Family Kitchen and Crafts. I want to talk a little bit today about stress. And this time of the year, the holidays being around, you got family coming in from out of town. You've got to buy gifts for everybody. I mean, it can just really stress you out. A lot of people, that's why I want to talk a little bit today about managing stress the way God intended for it to be. Do you know what really the definition of stress is? It's accelerated dying. I mean, some people get so stressed out that, they just think, man, I just like to grab somebody by the throat, just beat the tar out of them or give them some Louisville slugger therapy or something. Yeah, in fact, many people today are doing just that. You see all these videos of people, road rage and like that. That's what stress does. You know, it's exactly what it does to us. But there's a few ways that we can cope with it. Our culture lives outside the boundaries of God's created design. We live in a digital, virtual, go, 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 accelerated pace of life world. And our digital world is constantly changing, and we have to go nonstop just to try to keep up with it. You know, I mean, we were originally designed to travel by horse and by camel and have human contact. But, instead of, having human contact face to face so we can have interaction with other people and learn certain behaviors and like that. We spend all our time on our electronic devices, driving around in cars and flying in airplanes because we want everything's hurry, hurry, rush, rush. We got to get to that place in a hurry. We also have contacts with other humans through electronic means, text them, you can do video chats with them, emails. Our bodies, we need time for recovery. We can't just keep go, go, go all the time. We need at least 8 hours of sleep every day to let our minds relax. I mean, you see in the news every day the negative effects of stress and what it does to our lives. We got high crime, we got road rage, mental illness, we got murder. And we are constantly bombarded with messages of food or the latest gadgets. You see it all the time. This makes us want to eat. This because the stuff looks good. I mean, they make it really look. You ever see a McDonald's commercial? I mean, their burgers look really good until you get to McDonald's, and that's quite a difference from the picture that they got. And so we feed our bodies with junk, and we also try to keep up with the Joneses. Well, they got a new car, so I got to get one. Mark 4:19. But the worries of the world and the deceitfulness of riches and desires for other things enter in and choke the world, and it becomes unfruitful. Even Proverbs 17:22 tells us, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. I mean, it creates a fear in us, and we want to do more faster and better than others, but the only thing we really have to fear is fear itself. I believe Winston Churchill said something like that. Now, there's some factors that come into play as a result of the excess stress in our life. It decreases our immune system, and it increases pain in our bodies, panic, anxiety, heart disease, fatigue, depression, high blood pressure, psychological disruption of our lives. Our modern day technology also causes increased wear and tear in our bodies. God designed our bodies to fight off stress to a certain point. We have acute stress. Our body's cortisol retrieves glucose and gives us enhanced feeling of well-being, just a little bit of stress, and it increases our strength. Our bodies can tolerate acute stress for about 2 to 4 weeks before chronic stress sets in. Now, with chronic stress, the cortisol that helps us feel good changes its function into survival mode. So now instead of giving a euphoric feeling, it becomes defensive and stores glucose. Now the receptors that help with anxiety are blocked, and depression, anger, irritability, weight gain, ulcers, headaches, body aches, and high blood pressure come into play. I'm sure if you think about it, you know, maybe some of these symptoms you have yourself, but you don't really realize it because you just go on with your day to day, push and pull and, try to get ahead and like that you don't really realize it. Did you know that every year 1 million people die from heart disease and millions more have high blood pressure and it can lead to death? Medical science has a lot of us on medications to help, but them drugs just mask the problems, all they do. You need to pay attention to your bodies and reduce your dependence on medication. Now, there are a lot of ways to help with stress in your life. Now, I know that these suggestions that I got here may seem obvious, but many of us just overlook them because we're so busy, Many doctors, coaches, and even ministers overlook the brain's natural tranquilizers. All right, here's the number one right here. The number one thing that you can do to help stress in your life. Get at least 8 hours of rest. The stress of daily life can wear your body down, and sleep will help rejuvenate it. And a lot of people, they have trouble like sleeping. But, there's other things you can do too to help you sleep. You can change your lifestyle. If there's something in your life causing you excess stress, try eliminate it. If your neighbor annoys you, put up a fence. Reduce your time on electronics. Put your phone down before you go to bed, an hour or two before you go to bed. Get rid of toxic people in your life. You don't have to. If somebody's just stressing you out, making you change your scenery, your employer, he'll replace you in a heartbeat and not think nothing of it. So, if you have a really stressful job, the people in your job is just find another job. There's plenty of jobs out there now. And if you are at work and you're getting stressed, take a break every couple of hours, Rest your mind. Take a walk or go into the restroom for a minute and just wash your face with water or something, or go see a movie or a comedy show. Take a drive in the country. Listen to some music. These are all things that you can do to help combat stress. Now, here's an important one. Start eating a better diet. Stop going through the drive-thru at McDonald's or Burger King like that, and eat in your car while you're driving. There's a lot of accidents caused that way too. I've been guilty of that, and, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything, but, eat more vegetables and lean meats, healthy snacks. Stop what you're doing after you order your food. Stop what you're doing and sit down and eat. Enjoy your food for a few minutes. That can relieve a lot of stress right there. Just sitting and enjoying your food. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. Exercise. Exercise is very important to help combat stress. Like yoga, something me and my wife do. We do 1 minute exercise. It's called high intensity interval training. Or you can even go to the gym. If you're more of an introvert, you can stay at your house. There's a lot of gadgets on the internet really that can help. I've got this arm thing that I use called Wonder Arms. It works fine for me. It helps build up my muscles and like that. There's also studies that show that people who exercise lower the risk of death from COVID and other illnesses. Just 20 minutes a day. They prefer 30, but even start out small. Start out with 10. Then go to 15, then 20, then 30, then 45, then an hour. Take baby steps. Start small and work your way. You can have a long, healthy, beautiful life. Just let God take over. Keep yourself a journal. You get like a minister, a coach, or a friend to help you be accountable, Studies show if you have a partner, your results will skyrocket. Also, if you have a journal, You know, you can keep track of what you eat, you know, how much exercise you did, you know, keeping track of what stresses you out during the day. You know, even a little app on your phone or something. Just, you know, stay positive. Slow down and live or speed up and die. You know, I hope this video has helped you because, you know, we're all just one big family here on earth. You know, God made us to, you know, to interact with others, you know, to love one another. But, you know, you've got to do your part too. You've got to bless and you've got to be blessed. This is Mark from Family Kitchen and Crafts. I'm signing off for today on this video. I'm going to leave some links below the video too, where you can go visit, you know, you can get help with stuff, you know, but it's very important that you do it and you do it now. You know, the new year's coming. Make that resolution to be healthier in the new year. Have less stress in your life. Well, everybody, I hope you all have a blessed day and have a Merry Christmas and a happy and blessed New Year. We'll see you again in our next video.